When I was a boy, I used to ask my parents about my family, and it would get to somebody called Uncle Oscar and his wife, and my parents would say, "We don't know what happened to them." And I'd say, "What do you mean you don't know what happened to them?" And they said they were there at the beginning of the war in France, and by the end of the war they weren't there. And I never understood, and my dad never found out till the day he died what happened to them. But I used the skills that this government gave me, the skills to be able to research, thank you very much, in the days when there were grants, and we got those sorts of things, and I researched and researched over the last 5 years, and I found out something, the way in which governments behave towards migrants. My father's uncle Oscar migrated out of Poland where he was persecuted and went to live in France where he thought he was safe. Then the Nazis invaded and he fled. He fled to the other side of France where he thought he was safe, but then the Nazis fully invaded all of France, and then the government of France decided they would make lists. They would make lists of those Jews who were foreign born. He was the wrong kind of Jew, so they made lists, and they handed those lists to the Nazis, and the Nazis went down that list and said, "Right, we'll have you, we'll take you to camps in Eastern Europe." But he escaped. He escaped to Nice with his wife, and he escaped to Nice where he thought he was safe because they were protected by the Italians, who at that time weren't persecuting Jews, and they thought they were safe. And then at that point, the Italians were defeated in the war, the Nazis moved in, the Jews who thought they had found refuge were sitting in the hotels. They were rounded up, they were taken to a transit camp on the west of Paris called Drancy, and they were taken to Auschwitz on Convoy 62 where they were killed. They just made the mistake of being Jewish, they made the mistake of not being French Jews, they made the mistake of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And whenever I think about us and you and me and any of us, we could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. We could be the wrong person, the wrong Jew, the wrong black person, the wrong white, but could be anybody. And if the government decides it, they can ship us out and do what they want with us. That's why we have to stand together. Friends, comrades, brothers and sisters, chaverim. It can be me, it can be you, it can be today and tomorrow. Every single one of those refugees is us. We are those refugees. We are migrants all if we choose to be, and that's what we're choosing to be today. Stand up to racism, support the refugees. Thank you, friends, comrades, chaverim.
Thank you, Michael.